2019 was a great year for mobile gamers, but 2020 is gonna be packing even more greatness with an absolute crazy lineup. Hey warriors, I'm Ben, and today on Android Gamespot we'll talk about my picks for the best upcoming games on Android and iOS. For this list, the ranking is in no particular order, and just a quick reminder before we begin, I publish new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more epic content. Number 12. Oceanhorn 2. I'm a huge fan of the first Oceanhorn game, as it's still one of the best action adventure games like Zelda on mobile. And with Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm, it's going to be bigger, better, and packed with new features. The game is set 1,000 years before the events of the prequel and is featuring console quality graphics in an epic RPG main quest with up to 15 hours of gameplay, massive boss fights that will test your reflexes and combat skills, dozens of side quests, clever puzzles to solve, and lots of dungeons to explore. In Oceanhorn 2, you will play as a young knight who's facing an impossible challenge against the Dark Army, and our hero must unite the clans in a fight for the fate of the world. If you want to know more about Oceanhorn 2, I made an entire video talking about the game, and the link is in the description down below to check it out. Number 11. Diablo Immortal. After blowing away the competition on PC and winning over console players with Diablo 3 Ultimate Evo Edition, Blizzard is making a move on mobile with Diablo Immortal, which is set between the events of Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction and Diablo 3. You pick a hero from the 6 classes available like Barbarian or Wizard and proceed to fight hordes of enemies and bosses from the Diablo universe. In addition to playing alone, you can also join forces with other players from around the world in co-op mode. The game is being designed from the ground up for touchscreen devices, and it's coming exclusively to Android, iPhone and iPad. Pre-registrations are open for Android gamers. Number 10. Teamfight Tactics. Announced at the League of Legends 10-year anniversary event, Teamfight Tactics is Riot Games' response to the auto chess genre, and it's coming to mobile soon. Teamfight Tactics, or TFT if you like, is a strategy game similar to Dota Underlords or auto chess. You face off against 7 opponents and build a team of champions over a number of in-game rounds. Champions have different strengths and abilities, plus you can equip and upgrade items for even more complex team compositions. TFT is rolling out sometimes in 2020. Number 9. Minecraft Earth. If Pokemon Go has proved anything, is that there is a huge market on mobile for augmented reality games. That is, if it's done right. And Microsoft not only has the wallet to make an advanced AR game, but the Minecraft license and its cult following behind. Minecraft Earth will allow you to build structures with other players and place them in the real world at life size. And to a kid of the 90s like me who grew up building Lego bricks alongside playing video games, that is a dream come true. The game will feature many familiar mobs as well as a bunch of new ones, and also the option to breed unique mob variants and use them to populate your builds. The closed beta is available in Iceland and New Zealand, and for the rest of us, you can already pre-register and ride the hype train. Number 8. Levelhead. If Levelhead feels familiar, that's because it's developed by Butterscotch Shenanigans, the same team behind one of the best open-world crafting RPG on mobile, Crashlands. Levelhead is a 2D platformer where you create your own levels and share them online for everyone to play, kinda like Super Mario Maker, and that's an awesome concept. There's more than 60 elements you can use, including enemies, hazards, paths, switches, secrets, power-ups, and more. The game will be a cross-platform, and the levels created on Android, for example, will also work on PC and iOS, and vice versa. Up to 4 players can play a level at the same time or even create levels together. But if you're not into that, there is a single-player campaign to play instead. Number 7. League of Legends Wild Rift. Wild Rift was announced by Riot Games during the 10-year anniversary celebration of League of Legends, and currently being one of the most popular games in the world, makes Wild Rift one of the most anticipated mobile games coming up. The game will feature the same 5v5 mobile gameplay as the PC game with a few adjustments to make it more mobile friendly. And since those adjustments required rebuilding the game from scratch, just about 40 champions will be available at launch and many with their abilities tweaked. Match times will also be cut down to around 15 minutes. Wild Rift is expected to roll out on mobile and console sometime in 2020. Number 6. Cat Quest 2. The sequel to, you guessed it, Cat Quest. Cat Quest 2 is a fast-paced open-world action RPG where you play both as a cat and a dog. You will get to explore a massive world filled with monsters, dungeons, and tons of main and side quests. If you've played the first game, you can expect even more cat puns, but also, since dogs are now in the mix, a good dose of dog-themed puns too. In the game, cats and dogs must join forces together to fight a bigger threat and save the world. So you will be breaking all the rules set by nature, and besides, Cat Quest 2 will include all the awesome combat and dungeon exploration of the first game, but with a new story and new worlds to explore. Definitely on my wishlist. Number 5. Dragon Quest Walk. Minecraft Earth won't be alone in the AR fight for top spot, as Dragon Quest Walk has already been released in Japan, and as far as revenue is concerned, it made a great debut, generating $86 million in its first month, coming in second just behind Pokemon Go's $118 million, but enough about numbers. Dragon Quest Walk is location-based and will feature various battles and mechanics from the Dragon Quest series. The franchise is extremely popular in Japan, but also have a growing cult following globally, so I personally think that Square Enix will surely release the game outside of Japan as well, especially seeing how well the game is received and how much money it's making them. I'm ready to walk. I mean, Dragon Quest Walk. Number 4. Castlevania Grimoire of Souls. While many Castlevania fans weren't too happy with the announcement that the next game in the series will be a mobile game, I personally think there is a lot to be excited about here. Yeah, Konami could still manage to mess it up. They've clearly showcased that they're skillful at that, but so far, Castlevania Grimoire of Souls is set to give both newcomers and longtime fans an authentic Castlevania experience in all its finest gothic tone. This is not a cash grab gacha game by any means, but instead, it's a game with lots of love for the series baked into it. Unlike the main games, you'll be playing through platform levels and not an expanding map, and that's due to the limitations of mobile hardware. But all the characters you can play are unlocked through story progression, and each plays and feels completely different. There's iconic sub-weapons, a bounty hunt multiplayer mode, and the art style as well as music are both amazingly faithful to the series. Plenty to be hyped about. Number 3. Dead Cells. Dead Cells is another Castlevania-inspired action platformer with a roguelite aspect, letting you explore an ever-changing castle if you can fight your way through its residents. The action is intense with the constant permadeath threat over your head, the progression is non-linear as you can take different paths with every death, and the combat system is like the Souls games but in 2D, so expect monsters and bosses that you need to learn their patterns in order to defeat them. All this packaged in an awesome 2D graphics world, and I can't wait to play it. Number 2. Apex Legends. Although news about the most anticipated Battle Royale game on mobile is few and far between, the one thing we know for sure is that Respawn Entertainment, the team behind Apex Legends, is working on a mobile version coming soon. It was actually confirmed shortly after the release of the original game. The game is a free-to-play first-person Battle Royale style shooter where 60 players are dropped onto a battlefield and you scavenge for weapons, loot and ammo with an ultimate goal of being the last man standing. What sets the game apart from other Battle Royale games are the special abilities and tactics that each hero has. Number 1. Genshin Impact. We started this video with a game that is inspired from Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we'll end it with another that is as well, but with an anime touch to it. Genshin Impact is coming to us from MiHoYo Technology, the guys behind Honkai Impact. An excellent ARPG if you haven't tried it, but back to Genshin Impact, which is set in a fantasy world called TEAMFIGHT. You'll be playing as the traveler who awakens from a long sleep on the shore alone on a mysterious land and need to solve its mysteries to reunite with your loved ones. The developers added that the game will feature an open world exploration, narrative-driven gameplay and intensive combat by yourself or in co-op with your friends, and I don't know about you, but sign me up. And that sums up the top 12 upcoming mobile games of 2020. And I'm curious, what games are you looking forward to play in 2020? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, your likes are very much appreciated. And subscribing is a good idea if you haven't yet, as I make new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my Patreon and YouTube supporters, and if you also want to support the channel to keep getting better, you can sign up for a membership on YouTube or Patreon and get access to plenty of awesome rewards like behind the scenes or video shoutouts as a bonus. Links to both are in the description. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you warriors for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android Gamespot. Stay epic!